Good evening and welcome once again to another episode of Capsules of Love. I'm your host once again, Richard Lawrence Sr. And remember, God says, I love you. A resounding yes. I love you with an everlasting love. This evening we will be broadcasting live from Limon, Costa Rica, a little city in Costa Rica called Limon. We will speak about that on another episode. But on this episode that we're going to be looking at in Capsules of Love, self-love, self-care, we're going to look for a few minutes on the idea of self-confidence. Self-confidence. In some of our previous Capsules of Love, self-care, we spoke about self-condemnation and self-pity. On this episode, we will speak about self-awareness and self-confidence. First, what is self-awareness and what is self-confidence? Good, let us dive in. First, self-awareness is knowing and understanding who you are from your perspective. You. And you must know who you are from your perspective, not from what others might think about you. This is very important. Why? Because no one knows you and I better than ourselves. We know exactly who we are. We know how we think. We know how we feel. We know when we make mistakes. What makes us sad, what makes us happy. We know that about ourselves. Others may perceive this or surmise it, but they really don't know these things about us. The area in which we are weak and the areas in which we are strong, our family members and loved ones might also surmise this, but they really don't know. They might say, I think you got strengths here, I think you have weaknesses, but the only person that truly knows our limitations, strengths, and weaknesses is you, and it's I. No one else really don't know that, but we ourselves. So, how then do we deal with this? We are judged through the lives and through the eyes of others. What they think, what they feel. Well, he dresses nice, he speaks well, he's articulate. They see that. But do you feel that? Do you feel as if you're someone who dresses well? Do you feel like you're someone who actually articulates and present yourself well? See, no one can build self-confidence in you but you. It's within your grasp and it's within your reach for you to do that. You see, remember God also says this, right? God says that you and I were fashioned and made in His image and in His likeness. So God is fully aware of who He is. And if we are made in His image and likeness, and we are, then we also should be fully aware of who we are. That's what the manufacturer says. That's what your creator says. Now that we see that, we must now become aware of who we are. We must become aware of what our values are, what our worth is. Only we can determine that. And we cannot relegate that to someone else. Because do you know what? Someone is not going to do you justice. Someone is not going to do me justice. We, on the other hand, the individual, me, I know me better than anyone else except for God. And the best person to critique me is me. At least I'll be honest with myself. It doesn't mean we don't listen to what others have to say to us now, but we take what others have to say with a grain of salt. Be aware of who you are. Now let us turn for a quick minute now to self-confidence. Self-confidence is knowing who you are in your strengths, in your weaknesses, and in your limitations. Let me say that again. Self-confidence is knowing who you are in your strengths, in your limitations, and in your weaknesses. Yet you and I always must demonstrate and exudes the assurance of who we are, irrespective of what I feel, irrespective of what I think. I must make this clear to me. not waiting for others to do that. I must know that. And once I know that, you understand that my confidence in who I am is determined by an army of one. You, me. My confidence, your confidence is determined by an army of one. Me, you. So as you go throughout the rest of this week, until we have another episode where we will be broadcasting live once again from Le Mans in Costa Rica, go and exude self-awareness and self-confidence as to who you are. Don't let someone tell you who they perceive you to be or who they think you are, because no one knows you like you. If this video have been a blessing to you, I would suggest to you like it if you like, but share it. Get this video out so others can see it. Yes, I don't mind the likes and I don't mind the share, but I want people to be confident as to who they are, because remember, we are made in the image and the likeness of the one who is supreme in this universe, and he calls us his children. Until next time, beloved, remember what God says. The same way we start, the same way we end. God says, yes, I love you. A resounding yes, I love you, with an everlasting love. Be safe, be well, until our next episode, next week Tuesday, same time, same place. God bless.